Finally, we have reached part 3 of the Wyvern tutorial. This is going to be detailing the head and structure of the wings as well as the legs and tail. So to finish off the head, push in to the center, making points, as these will be the horns. And with that done, do it on the other layers here. Push in and make points. And then on the other side, we'll be doing the same thing, pushing in and making the horns. And with that done, we will be now making the eyes here on this finished model. Notice how it has some sort of eyebrow effect. And we can get this by taking one layer of the front horn here, just one layer, on both sides, and we will be pushing them forward. So just keep stretching it out, nice and easy, like this. And eventually it will just want to collapse on itself like this, bringing that point forward more, like so. Zooming in a bit, you can see that it just sort of grows out there, leaving the top horn shorter than the other two. And press down, keeping that in place, and the eyes are done. That was probably the hardest part of the model. So now we will flip it over, and from point to point, from that point to the end, this is thinning out the tail area. Repeat on the other side, like so. And because you're folding from point to point, these inner edges won't totally meet the midline, but that's perfectly fine. Fold in half, like so. And you can see the head has already been formed here. Just kind of flatten things out. And we will now open a wing by starting from this point and then folding down. Take one layer of the wing and fold up. And there we are. So this is one wing, but to make it a bit structurally stable, you can either leave it like this, or I prefer to swing around and put it a bit more inside the model, like that. You'll notice how the layers aren't holding up the little design we made in part 2. So lift up this raw edge and swing it around. The folds should reverse themselves like that, and that will effectively not conceal the little scale design, as well as keep your wings popped out. And with that, we will now pinch to create this sort of effect. And if you're using two-tone and you slid the paper in, you will notice that it does not look like my two-tone model. I must apologize for that, but it is kind of a sacrifice that you make for using two-tone paper on this model. repeating here, that will sum up the majority of the wings. We'll now reverse fold the legs out, like so. They won't be as visible, but we'll address that in a minute. So here's the second leg. Fold out. Now to open up from the midpoint, you can fold the beak down like this, and it will collapse at whatever angle you want. You can also pinch the ends to create the finished model effect that I had with the red version. For now though, I'll address the legs in that because there are two layers here, you can push one up, which will make the legs more visible. It also helps keep the wings out over extended periods of time, so that preserves the life of your model in that its ferocity will be maintained. So folding up like this, you can flatten as much as you want, and then to keep it there, pleat the wings like so. So you're just folding back and forth, making the sort of membrane effect that most dragon wings have. I'm folding back down and up. Now you can roll the wing here, kind of pinching that area in half, and this will give an even more terrifying effect to your wyvern. You can fold the wing down so it will keep out like that, and then repeat the same on this wing. With that done, I'll pay some attention to the horns here. Just lift them out, and then I will pinch them just to give a curved effect. Like so. And then you can do the same thing at the foremost horn. And what a terrifying visage we have here. So, to decorate the tail, you can either pleat back and forth like you did the wings, like this, repeatedly, or for a bit more structurally stable model, we can outside reverse fold it by flattening here, and then folding outward on this line and that line. So pinch there, and then on the other end. And that reverses the direction of the tail upward. And it creates this little base here on the bottom. Like that. And that creates a bit more flat area for your wyvern to stand on. Decorate the tail however you want. I usually twist it and then flare it out at the end. So just pinching. Really, this is all up to you. If you've pleated it, it'll look different. And I guess, well, that's about it. Thanks for watching if you stuck it through all 3 parts. Enjoy your Wyvern. This is Jason, signing out.